Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to our Cinco de Mayo edition of Hoppy Hour. Little unconventional, but how could we pass up such an awesome drinking holiday to bring you some fun facts about some of our favorite Mexican beers. But who knows what Cinco de Mayo is really all about, except for a day of fun, tequila, and a tomorrow of headaches.
Well,
She knows what I'm talking about.
A lot of people think it's Mexican Independence Day, which it was the end of the Battle of Puebla. They had defeated the French invasion. They tried to take over. It was actually the second invasion of Mexico by the French. So the Mexican army triumphed, and everybody celebrates with Cinco de Mayo in Mexico. And in the United States, we like to celebrate the Mexican heritage because there are a lot of Mexican Americans that are part of the melting pot of the United States. So supporting, all the cultures that make the United States is kind of, I think, what makes us great. So we also will take any excuse as Americans to drink and party. So,
oh yeah. If the world's got a holiday, I think we celebrate Belgian Independence Day. We celebrate obviously
Day?
St. Patrick's Day.
I mean, I think we celebrate one every week with these brands, and it's Taco Tuesday.
Oh,
yes.
Love
I
Taco
mean,
Tuesday.
Yes.
and it just so happens that Cinco de Mayo this year is on Taco Tuesday.
Like a super holiday.
It sure is.
Yeah.
So we're walking through just some of our favorite Mexican beers. Bobby, why don't you kick us off? Tell us what you're working with over there.
Yeah, so I've got three of my favorites right here that I enjoy drinking on Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. But I'm going to start off with Sol. We got a saying around here that if you're not drinking Sol, you're SOL, and I'll let you guys interpret that one. But yeah, so a little bit about Sol. Sol came about in 1899 from a German brewmaster. So a little bit about beer coming to Mexico. There's a common trend with, German-inspired beer. So beer came about in Mexico from German immigrants back in the early 1800s. Like I said, Sol came about in 1899, inspired by the rays of sunlight coming through the, brewery there, and hence the name Sol. It is a pale lager, so super light and crisp. Yeah, easy to drink on Cinco de Mayo.
Every day.
Or Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
Or Tuesday. Yeah, it's even more fitting this year. So be eating a lot of tacos and drinking a lot of these three beers. So.
Well, even back then, like in the late 1800s, most of the brewers were German. That's why a lot of the Mexican beers are lagers, because Europeans were immigrating all over, emigrating, I guess, to places all over the world. And I just found that so fascinating. I just never really thought about what a Mexican beer was. And then you look at all of them and it's lager. Most of them are lagers, pilsners, German styles.
Yeah, a lot of them even, pale lagers, where, European pale lagers were very popular early on. So kind of bringing that over.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you know about the style, and what are you working with over there?
So my favorite actually is a Mexican lager that I had my first trip to Mexico. And I was telling Porter earlier, I think it might be the first one I ever had back when I turned 21, as far as Mexican lagers go. So it's always kind of been a favorite. I don't drink, I drink Mexican lagers occasionally. I like IPAs and stuff, but when I ever buy one of these Tecates, I always seem to love it. It just kind of brings back that first light Mexican lager that I had, and I just always enjoy it. So what's really cool about Tecate Brewery is it's probably one of the newer kids out of the ones that we've got in this video. They started in 1944 in a town. Does anyone know what the name of the town was?
Tecate.
Tecate.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good job, Julie. The full name is Tecate, Baja California, Mexico. I don't know, that little peninsula that kind of spurs off of Mexico, South California. That's where it's located, right there on the border. But
I think that's where Julie was saying she used to jump the border when she was 18 to go drink for Cinco de Mayo. I heard earlier. Is that right?
Yeah.
We may or may not have had a bus from the school that took us to the border. We're very
It's awesome. Yeah, these are awesome beers, though. Just to kind of hit them real quick. This one's a 4.5% ABV, so nice, easy drinking beer. This is the light version of it. Is a 3.9%. Just a nice little malty backbone, crisp, smooth finish. The light actually has the hops that they use, gives it a little bit of a citrus flavor. So that's really cool. That is that nice change of pace from the original.
I love the new retro can look too on the Tecate.
Yeah, man. The old original used to look, or the newer one used to look kind of like this. The light bill was red.
Right.
They went back. This is. I'll give somebody a quarter if they can tell me what year can this is. Like what style?
1899.
They didn't start till 1940 something.
It's nice.
Oh no, it was 1899 on sold.
1944.
It's 1950s. It's the 1950s era can. So.
I don't get a guess. I was totally going to say 1950.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
1950.
But yeah, I like it. Beer tastes good.
Nice. Well, and old is the new. I
Look at
know.
him. He's like, God, I had something good.
Sorry we interrupted you.
Truth be told, you are the reason we are not in our dungeons is this is coming from you live from the AlaBev studio. Julie and I were recording our May kickoff sales meeting, which we're having to do virtually now. So sort of little insider trading knowledge to what's going on inside companies that are deemed essential as we still try to, execute in the market and get our stuff going. As all our sales meetings have gone to Teams and are pre-recorded and have lots of pride.
Microsoft Teams. We've been seeing a lot of push here on the on TV, a lot of commercials, a lot of advertisement right now for work.
Look at you trying to get a Hoppy Hour sponsor. Call it
right?
Microsoft.
Come on, let's go.
I like it.
Mr. Gates.
Julie, what do you have over here? What's your favorite?
I have an empty bottle. Because this is my favorite, Corona Premier. I know it's far. Corona Premier has become one of my that's Corona Extra, which I also like. I will be opening. The slim can is my favorite, but Corona Premier is one of my favorites. It's a nice, easy drinking. I put it in my yard work beer category because it's light, it's crisp, and it's only 90 calories, which is great. And 2.6 carbs. So yeah, it's been around a while. It's, I think, one of the beers, in my opinion, that I first saw. I grew up in San Diego, close to the border, and Corona was synonymous with the beach, the summer, and they really carried that through in the cool packaging. Like Premier has the nice dock on there now, but it just, I don't know, you drink it and you find your beach, right?
Yeah, Corona is huge. I was actually in Mexico for a wedding not too long ago. And when you go to the airports there, they have their own little like restaurants, like it's Corona and, swag shirts and sandals and boxers and just all kind of stuff. It's definitely
boxers.
Yeah, let's not forget about one that's gained a lot of momentum here in the past couple of years, Modelo. I think the LA area now, it's the #1 selling. I think it just had passed Corona, and now here in Birmingham as well. Modelo is now the #1 import in Birmingham, just surpassing Corona. So
yes.
a lot of steam with these Mexican beers.
And I wouldn't even say, Corona is definitely mainstream, and it has the branding and the imaging that you gravitate towards when you think of the Mexican beer portfolio. They've just done a great job marketing and positioning themselves as that beach in a bottle. But Modelo just has this organic, bullish, I don't know, you drink it and it's a wonderful beer. It's just a really, really well done beer, but I love the bottle. And if you haven't seen the itty bitty that's come out, the Modolito, when I first saw him at the conference, I thought this is the coolest thing in the world. But I'm a marketer's dream. Like I'm an early adopter and the first one to buy something. But a little miniature Modelo, are you kidding me? Like this bottle shrunk down to mini-me size.
It's so cute.
I love it.
It's still got the gold foil wrap too and everything.
The whole thing.
It is a mini-me, that's for sure.
I think some of the things that are fun about Cinco is all the mixology that comes out, the margaritas being made with the different beers, the dressing up your can. Chris was talking about dressing up the Tecate can. He's got all the fixings over there, a little hot sauce on the rim.
Gonna make y'all one in a second.
Oh, that's not fair. But
And
you know, a lot of restaurants will put those cornitas or small Corona into the margarita.
hmm
Oh man, Cinco de Mayo.
Tell us
My
about Dose.
Coronaritas.
and my go-to anytime I'm anywhere close to a Mexican restaurant or even inching towards Taco Tuesday or which is I guess could that be Modelo Monday into Taco Tuesday?
Ooh.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Dos Equis Amber. I was on there.
Bust out your Modelo T-shirts.
I like it. We broke into your office and got some Dos Equis swag. So sorry.
Oh yeah.
I only hope we get to use it in the market. But Dos Amber with a lime was always a good, like every third beer on Cinco de Mayo, where you've had the Pacifico or Corona, and you've gone through sort of the gauntlet of the light lager or the pale lager, and you want something just with a little bit of malty backbone to it, and you cut it with a lime, and it's awesome. So I will say I usually pair this with a margarita, and it's an awesome cutter for a margarita, but it's also a great go-to. Dos Lager's fun. I love their marketing. They actually had some pretty edgy marketing coming out ahead of COVID, and they pulled it back. But they're fun. I mean, it's a fun group to work with. It's a fun group to promote. I do sort of get my feelings hurt that I never got to campaign for the world's most interesting man too. But I feel like maybe I just didn't tell my story well enough. I did send in my video and got denied. Just small town Charleston boy, did nothing. But y'all tell me about Cinco. What do you hope for this Cinco? What are you expecting for this Cinco? Or what's a good Cinco memory that is okay for television? Bobby, talking to you.
I guess what I hope everything could be back open by beginning of May, and we're sitting at our favorite taco restaurant, eating tacos and drinking some of these fine beers. You said, man, that Dos Equis Amber, I'd kill for an ice cold mug and a Dos Equis Amber on draft right now. But reality, I don't know if we're going to see that happening or not. So I think go out and support our local taco joints and get some tacos and do the best we can at home. Bust out the sombrero and some homemade margaritas and some of these fine beverages just iced down at the house.
Yeah, I'd love to see a share of backyard parties. Supporting the local taco restaurant, grabbing some tacos, some nachos, and laying out a spread on the back patio, and
absolutely
just a cooler full of good beer, maybe a small bottle of tequila.
Yes.
Or
do they make small bottles?
Or Julie's bottle from Costco.
Yeah,
it's not enough.
Not at Costco.
Not at Costco. Yeah, no.
But I'd like to see people taking advantage of what we can do responsibly, and I think Cinco comes at a really good time. Like, we're coming into summer, sort of the kickoff of summer, where everybody's shoulders drop. Like, school is almost out for us working parents, and I don't know if that's a relaxing time or not when the kids come home, but they're home now, so celebrate your Cinco. Chris, what do you think? What are you looking forward to?
I was actually just thinking, you kind of hit it on the head there, that it comes at a great time because, is going on kind of got to us on St. Patty's Day, right? And he's kind of been at the house and for a little while. So I think we're kind of looking for something, just to kind of break up, being at home, and what better than a Mexican holiday that's all about fun. That's what I think everyone enjoys about Cinco, is it's a lot of fun. The beer is a lot of fun. Like Matt said earlier, you can dress them up. Here, one second. Let me dress this beer up.
You're putting a tiny sombrero on it?
Talk to us about what you're doing. What's going on?
All right, so I'm taking this original here. I'm going to open it up.
Can you hand it to me through?
It's called dressing. Oh, goodness, I'm spilling it everywhere. So then I'm going to take a little bit of a lime right here. I'm going to take this beer salt. So no particular beer salt. Use your salt shaker at home. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to dress it onto the can here. Put the lime in it. Then take some hot sauce. Sorry, I've got beer all over the counter, so I can't sit it right here. You won't be able to see it.
We want to see that.
This is just so you know, this is Cholula. Just
The best Cholula.
Is that what we call a Cinco de Mayo party foul? If there's beer all over the counter there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it definitely smells like a Cinco de Mayo. We got hot sauce smells, salt, lime, and beer.
Beer everywhere.
But I don't know if you can see it, but it's got hot sauce on top. Nice retro can. We're gonna pop this bad boy down in here, and you just get to enjoy it.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I've never wanted to share a space with you so bad in my life, Chris.
Man, I'll tell you what.
I'm just sitting here. I'm looking at myself in the camera, and I'm like,
I have a question that I'm sure other people will have. How is that tiny sombrero staying in place?
It's actually got Gorilla Tape right there.
Oh, nice.
Tricks of the trade.
Well, you're moving, and I'm like, this is very impressive.
I know. I can't believe he's got that on his head, though.
I know. It's like.
What's so cool about these dress cans? This is one of my favorite ways to drink a Mexican beer because it just gives it that heartiness, that spiciness, that lime flavor, a little bit of the salt. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, I wish you guys could have one with me right now because this is awesome.
You could have. We're at AlaBev HQ.
yeah.
6 feet apart. 6 feet apart.
Yeah, 6 feet apart.
Oh, that's right. We'd be out of the frame.
Where are these voices coming from?
Well, however it takes shape, be responsible, be smart. We always say around here, control what you can control. And Cinco is the perfect time to just celebrate life. I mean, be outside. I'm not sure what the holiday, even with the historical background, is meant to celebrate, except a victory over a war.
It is celebrating independence, but it's not Mexican Independence Day, but, so liberation.
So which weekend are y'all celebrating Cinco, or both? Like, what's the rule? Do you celebrate before? Do you celebrate after, during, 3 weekends with Tuesday night? I don't know.
I mean, I think you go both weekends and the day. So.
Yeah, I'm going to go the weekend
Tuesday
before.
Both weekends.
After
You are, Ricky Bobby.
the Tuesday of, Modelo Monday.
I mean, a lot of those other holidays, when they fall in the middle of the week, it becomes a holiday week. So,
Which also, for all the Star Wars nerds out there, we got Modelo Monday, and it is May the 4th be with you. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Last year this time we were having a party at our house, pretty big party, and it was a Derby, Kentucky Derby, May the 4th be with you, and Cinco party.
yeah, that's right.
We had big hats and dresses to sombreros to, I think somebody came dressed as Princess Leia. It was the best time, all sponsored by your fine friends from the country to the south of us, which is awesome. These are definitely some proud partners of ours. We're happy to do business with them. It's unfortunate what we faced to kick off the summer, but don't let that stop you from celebrating Cinco. Have a good time. Go support your local restaurant. Grab those tacos to go. Take them home. Fill your cooler with good Mexican beer. Dress it up, as the professor has shown us. Limes are always good, but not mandatory. But again, have a good Tuesday. Have a good Cinco. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Anything else from AlaBev headquarters? Are we, I guess, back to work, back to filming a sales meeting?
Back to work.
At least we're at work. Don't you laugh at us.
Adios, amigos. Uno más cerveza, por favor.
All right. Next week, do we want to do a prequel or a preview to next week's Hoppy Hour, or how do we want to do
Good people.
Yeah, you could. And also,
this? I think we just did.
Buenas personas.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned that you can obviously get all of these beers in local grocery stores and check the beer finder.
That's right, AlaBev.com.
Brand finder.
It's got the brand finder.
Yes.
Check it out.
Desert Island question this week?
Oh, are we going to do a desert island? I think
Not the desert island in particular.
So you're on the beach. There's sand volleyball. There's laying out. And then there's riding waves, either body surfing or on a surfboard. You get one beer to take with each one, can or bottle, volleyball, speed round, 30 seconds, go.
Premier.
Premier on the volleyball.
Volleyball. Yeah, I'm going with Premier on the volleyball court.
Premier for sure.
Corona Light.
Do I get to pick my volleyball court?
No, it's all on the same beach.
It's on the beach.
All right, laying out on the beach, which doesn't happen for this guy.
I was making a joke from last week, but
Do I get to pick my volleyball court?
So I get to pick an island.
so I get to pick my court, my surfboard. No.
So you're laying out now. What are you going with laying out? You can say
What?
I'm gonna go with the one that I had the first time laying on the beach in Mexico, and that's gonna be this bad boy.
Yeah. I'm with
Laying
you.
out. I'm gonna go with Soul, soaking up the sun.
Ooh, well done.
I'm
Yep.
going to throw a curveball and do the new entry into the market, the Corona Seltzer.
Oh, there we go.
The
Wow.
cherry flavor in particular, which I did get cold and haven't opened yet, but that would be my laying out choice.
Crack it open. You're laying out right now, you know.
So I want y'all to realize that this happy hour will debut the night before our sales meeting does, and you two will be the only two to know what happened before the recording of the sales meeting. Just yeah, I'm with you on the Tecate, but I think okay, you got your board, or you're out there riding the waves in. I'm right here, Pacifico.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, I'm with you on that one. Right here, riding the wave.
It's so good. I mean, I guess they're all good. Who am I kidding? If I didn't swell up like a pumpkin, I'd have already opened this Sol Chelada. It is so good.
If you haven't had Sol Chelada, that thing is amazing. It's dangerous.
They're all good. I mean, Modelo Chelada is good for sure, but Sol Chelada, it's like it plays my heartstrings. I don't know what it is.
Throw a shot of tequila in there on Cinco de Mayo.
Drink a little and then pour the tequila in.
A dash of pepper. Oh yeah,
Is that it?
that's it.
All right,
Tequila and
Chris,
pepper.
have you got
A little-
tequila in your office closet back there? I'm totally asking for a friend.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do. I have tequila for sure.
No, in your office back, like next door. In the
Oh,
AlaBev HQ.
No tequila back there. Sorry.
Oh man, looks like we need to get some tequila.
We're going to have to work on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's have a follow-up sidebar after the meeting.
We're going to have a step.
All right. Well, look, happy Cinco, everybody. Y'all have fun.
Adios.
Happy Cinco. Cheers.
Adios.